Hey guys, it is Jess and welcome back to my channel. So this is the first video, actually no, it's my first speed build, on my new schedule kind of thing. So I thought that I could kind of chat a little bit in this speed build as well. So this is now known as Speed Build Saturdays. Yes, very similar to Little Simsies Speed Build Sunday, but Speed Build, there's only 2 days that I can pick that are gonna have that nice little, is it alliteration? I think. Anyway, besides the point. So, just in case you didn't already know, I have released a schedule, I suppose. So I'll be uploading 2 to 3 videos every week. Definitely 2 and then an optional 3rd video. I'll be doing 100 Baby Challenge on a Tuesday. I'll be doing speed builds on Saturday, and then Thursday is an optional video, which is also going to be a variety day kind of thing. So the videos could be speed builds, but they could be other things as well, like cast videos and just anything. So I just wanted to sort of put that out there. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I feel like I would rather have more time to focus on builds and stuff and be able to do bigger builds and not have a pressure to, release builds and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I just think that when I can have an entire week to do a build, I could probably do a bit of a better job. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But this particular house is my current household. This is where my main sim is going to be living. So I tried to make it, yeah, she's kind of, she reads, she's very smart. So there's a rocket ship in the backyard and a few bookshelves everywhere and sort of stuff like that, I guess, stuff focused at her kind of hobbies. And I also want to get her into the gardening stuff. So there's that florist thing from the seasons pack, and there's also a piano because the person who she is about to get together with is going to be really good at the piano. So everything is very thought out, I suppose, with this particular sim in mind. So yeah, that is that. But actually, sorry, this is so random and I should have spoken about this a little bit before, but I do have kind of some news, sort of. So I've been having some really bad hip pain for, it's embarrassing to say, 8 months. I just haven't done anything about it. But so I finally decided that maybe I should do something about it, and I've actually torn my labrum, which is I think it's the cartilage in your hip joint. So it's only a 1.5 centimeter tear. I'm assuming that's only a little tear. I don't really know. I go to the physio tomorrow. So I'll probably know more then. But yeah, so the bad thing is that I can't really play any sport, which is really annoying because I really enjoy sport, but I'm trying to see the positive side to it, and that's that I have more time to play The Sims. So I'm such a Sims addict that is my bright side. Damn, I really love playing sport, really bummed that I have this injury, but at least I get to play more Sims. I mean, you gotta look at the bright side. So yeah, that's just a random little, I don't know, it's the only story I have, so I thought I'd tell it. Actually, I have one other story. I fell over today. It was really embarrassing. We went to see a movie, my mum and my sister and I was trying to get to the front seat before my sister could, so I kind of pushed her out of the way, and I was shotgun, and then she pushed me, and as she pushed me, I lost my balance, and I tripped over this little thing on the ground, and I fell to the ground, and I was laying on the ground in the car park, just laughing my head off. And the whole time I was oh, thank God no one was here to see that. And then I got up and there was this random lady just sitting in her car laughing at me. And I was damn it, got caught. Yeah, but it was kind of funny. I was on the ground laughing my head off. I'm really bad unless I'm extremely, extremely hurt. I laugh at myself. So I usually just lay on the ground and laugh. Yeah, pretty much every time I've hurt myself, that's what I do. Except I fractured my nose once, and I kind of, I did not laugh at that. I just kind of go a little bit into shock, kind of. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about the build, because I have stuff to actually talk about now. So, anywho, The outside of the build, actually this whole kind of build changes just a little bit because I kind of, like I built it really late at night because as I said, it's for my current household. So I was like really keen to get the build out and stuff. And I was really tired, but I was like adamant that I would finish this build. So I ended up like doing the whole build and then going over it again today. And I was like, oh, there's just some parts that I didn't really like. And because I have to like play in this house, I suppose I wanted it to be a certain way. So I end up changing the lounge room a little bit, the kitchen a little bit, and the upstairs. Like I just make one of the rooms a little bit bigger so it changes the exterior of the home. Now I didn't actually film it because I kind of did it in bits and bobs, like as I was sort of playing. I was like, oh, I'll change that, I'll change that. And I didn't know how to like integrate the changes into the speed build without making it look weird. So the changes are not actually on the speed build, but they are in the screenshots. So the screenshots will look a little bit different. That's just a heads up. But I'll like point out the things that I change. Yeah, so I'm just doing the kitchen. And I don't know why, I started to build a house and I had this pretty much exact floor plan. And I really liked it. And I ended up not using that house. But I wanted to like replicate the same floor plan. So that's what we're kind of doing here. And yeah, I had nowhere else to put the fridge except for by that window. So I end up putting like the 2 double windows there instead of the triple window. And then I put some like vinery. I don't think it's called vinery, but I like how that sounds. So I'm going to call it vinery. Yeah, so I put the vines there just to balance that window out a little bit. And off camera, I end up putting some cabinets above those windows and above the fridge. But what I'm doing here is I really wanted to have a microwave in this build, and I tried this thing where I like raised the counter up so that the microwave looked like it was on top of the fridge, and it was doing like annoying clipping, so I put that wall in. But as it turned out, if I did that, the fridge is just not functional. So that was really annoying. So I had to just change that around. As I said, I put the cabinets up there. But that's like the only thing. Oh no, the other thing that changes in the kitchen is I turn those island counters around and I end up putting like bar stools just to fill up the middle of the kitchen because I felt like it was a bit like gappy or a bit plain. Yeah. And then this is the dining room. I did want to have that larger dining table, but I felt like it was a little bit too cramped. So I end up putting in this smaller one. But if you download this from the gallery, as I said, that island counter is going to be turned around the other way. And I really think that if you wanted to, because the island counter's the other way, you could definitely put a bigger dining table in. I just think that it would work. I don't know. And I wanted to put I wanted, once again, a rug to go there. But what I find, one thing that I think that they really need in The Sims is like some square rugs. So I feel like you've got the round ones and they fit really nicely into smaller spaces, but all of the there's like no square rugs. There's really just like rectangle ones, and they don't look as good with like a little dining table thing. So I wish that they just had some square rugs. EA, square rugs, please. You know, if you're listening, which you're totally not. But anyway, it'd be cool if they were listening, and then we got square rugs, right? Yeah. Okay. I need to stop saying rugs. Yeah. So I really like the dining area though. I love those new curtains from Seasons, like that swatch. I don't know why I love it so much, but just that like yellowy gold. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it. So I use it all throughout this entire build. So here we're just doing the lounge room, and this is another room that changes because I don't know what it was, but I hated having, so there's like the 2 lounges there, and I didn't want to have the picture frames like on one wall and then on the other wall. You'll see what I mean, or maybe not. Like, I didn't want to have a photo frame above one lounge and then a photo frame above another lounge, and it bothered me as I was building it, but I was like, no, it'll be fine, And then after I'd finished the build, I end up changing it, and where one of those lounges are, I end up putting a bookshelf, so it kind of fills up the other wall a little bit. So you'll see that in the screenshots. And I spent like all this time doing that stupid side table, and I don't even have that anymore. I got rid of it. So that was like just like annoying of me. It was kind of stupid. But anyway, I did not know what to put against this wall because I just think it looks funny. You'll see it now, like with the 2 paintings there together, it looks weird. So I end up going into the inventory and I just have like a bunch of photos that my Sims have taken on a camera, and I ended up just making like a wall collage there. But I didn't like it. This whole lounge room, honestly, I changed it. I just did not like it. And you know what the stupid, annoying thing is? That as I am watching this speed build right as we speak, why didn't I just put the TV cabinet where one of those lounges were? Why didn't I just change all that around? Do you know how much better that would have looked? And I'm going to go back into my game now and change it around. So, oh, I hate when that happens. I'm being extra fussy with this house. As I said, I'm actually playing in it. So, I mean, it's just, it has to be very exactly how I like it. When I do other speed builds that aren't necessarily being used by me, I like doing different things because I know that someone will like it, because everybody's taste is different. So by no means do I think this is a bad house. It's just, if I'm going to play in it, I want it to be a little bit different. But anyway, I'm going to go in and change all that around. You know it. But yeah, so they're the only major changes now. Everything else stays the same. And I love this little thing under the stairs, because I always find that the stair space is like a really awkward part to furnish, because it's kind of like, what do you put under there? And then if you leave like the wall there, you have a weird diagonal wall that you can't really put anything on. So I've started just filling under it with pet stuff. And yeah, I just think that it is so adorable. I really, really like it. So yeah, now we're doing this is like the laundry / bathroom, and we actually have a laundry like this in the house that I live in now. You walk into the laundry and then on the left there's a door to like a toilet. So I kind of wanted something like that in this house, where you walk into the laundry and then you like turn, and then in another part there's the bathroom. So that's kind of what I modeled it off, really. It's like my real life kind of house, which I am going to be building at some point. I'll probably release that on maybe like a variety day, like a Thursday or something. The only problem is the house that I live in at the moment has a pretty good floor plan for rebuilding in The Sims. I actually used to build Sims homes based on this floor plan, but we have L-shaped stairs and there are no L-shaped stairs in The Sims. So I don't know exactly how I'll tackle that part of it. And then my childhood home, I have tried before to build that in The Sims, and it's not a house that translates well into The Sims. It is a nightmare. I hate it. So I still want to give it a go, because I don't know, I really do want to do it as a speed build, but I think it's going to take a while for me to kind of get the courage up again, because I've tried so many times and then been like, that's it, I'll never try again. And I know I will, I just have to work my way up to it. So this is the main bedroom, and I like it. It's different. I really like the kind of grey colours. This whole build, I think, is a little bit muted. As in like in the color scheme, because just the Sim that's in this house, this is what I feel like she would be like, not super cluttered, and just kind of like more muted colors. So lots of creams and like soft pastel-y pops of color. So like, you know, like nice greens and yellows and stuff. So it was really fun building a house when I actually had a Sim in mind. And this sounds so ridiculous, but you know, when you play with a Sim and you know them, and I say this in like quotation marks because they're Sims and not real people. But yeah, like it was just cool to build a house and be like, yeah, I know what you like because I've played with you for a little bit. And I even feel weird saying it now. Do you know what happened though? I was looking at some of the photos. So those photos that I put down in the lounge room, there is a selfie of this person who lives in this house, her mum and dad, and they're both dead. And I got really sad for the Sim because I was like, oh my God, your parents are dead. And I had this moment where I was like, you poor thing, like your mum and dad aren't here anymore. And then I was like, yes, it's a Sim. And I had to just kind of like take a deep breath and step away for a moment because it was getting a little bit weird. Yeah, I do that way too often. But anyway, and that's actually the other good thing about my new schedule, more time for like Sims gameplay, because I am embarrassed to admit I actually haven't really played with seasons. I've done maybe like an hour of gameplay so far. That's ridiculous, right? And I haven't done any Jungle Adventures gameplay whatsoever. I don't know anything about it. I put the game on like earlier today, and I was like, is there something wrong with the lighting? And then I realized, no, it's foggy. Awkward. Anyway, this is the study. So these 2 bedrooms here are for her future children. So I didn't want to put anything like important into these rooms. So they're They're both. I don't even know why I said both. They're both very generic. So I guess in some ways like a little bit boring, but I feel like this would be really good for a single sim, and then as their family grows, you can just like delete stuff from these bedrooms. So I just made this like a really simple study, and I just put that cat thing in there because I was like, oh, what else do I put in there? And then this room here, I just made it like a spare bedroom and just used super neutral, muted furniture. I love that shade of like creamy brown. I think it's really pretty. So yeah, just 2 like super duper plain rooms that are, you know, but this room here, you could easily turn this into a kid's room, like just change the colors around a little bit and maybe put like a teddy bear where the plant is or something. So it was intentionally done. I just wanted it to be 2 neutral rooms, so you could easily, if you wanted to use this house, change them around, change the colors, or just totally delete them and put, you know, your own furniture in there or whatever. So we're also about to go to the garden because I did this build super backwards. I did like all the landscaping except for the garden, like the back garden. I did that at the end. So it's a little ass backwards, but hey, you know, whatever guys, whatever. And this is also the room that I extended, so the exterior looks a bit different. So yeah, anyway, this is the backyard, and I just wanted to talk quickly about it. First of all, those plants there are dragon fruit, so I'm not 100% sure if that would like go into your game if you download it. I'm pretty sure it will, but they're dragon fruit, so if you want some money, get those dragon fruit. That is the money maker. That's how, this is only the 2nd generation, and we have this giant house because of that dragon fruit. It's a miracle worker. And then the rocket ship there, that's fully upgraded rocket ship. Yeah. What I actually did was, though, I shrunk it down. So I just sized it down by like one press of the button, and it's fully functional. The only thing is that when the sim walks into the rocket ship, it will, like, their head clips into it a little bit, but other than that, it's fine. And personally, I just think that the rocket ship is way too big, so it's sized down, it's functional, it is fully upgraded. So yeah, if you want a house that has like a few little cool things like that, girlfriends and boyfriends, I got you covered. So anyway, I'm actually going to go now because I don't really have anything else to say. So I really hope you enjoyed this speed build. I hope you enjoy the new schedule. I just hope that your day is swell and fabulous in every way possible. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you all in another video. Bye!